Hey everybody, I'm back again. This is not the panel bug, obviously, too tiny. So if you saw my last video, my short about the winter basically going to heck, yeah, I had spinal fusion. It's technically called ACDF, whatever those acronyms stands for, but they fuse C5 and C6 together because I had a bulging disc and nobody knows why. And I also have a water cyst, a syrinx in my spine that was caused by the bulging disc. So I couldn't do much last year, and that's why my year got really slow, really fast, because I couldn't work on the panel bug, because it got harder and harder to work on the panel bug because of the amount of pain. So that's why I couldn't work last year on the panel bug as much as I wanted to, because it got to the point where I couldn't lift or move things. So while I was recovering from surgery, my 12 weeks of medically mandated vacation, I 3D printed a Peel P50, world's smallest car. That's cool. But now I got to fiberglass it and build a suspension for it. So yeah, let's do that. So this is the Peel P50, and it's completely 3D printed. I did not film a lot of the 3D printing because if you haven't seen a 3D printer by now, there are a million videos out there, and that's not what I was all about. So there is CI glue, CY glue, super glue, whatever you want to call it, holding the pieces together, and then on the back, I stitched them together with plastic welder, the soldering iron. Right now it's clamped because if I put the bottom to the top together, I can't fit it through any of the doors. Which, yeah, it would be stuck inside of my house. And it already lives in my living room if you follow me on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram. The next step is to flip over the pan and build a suspension for it. And that's what we're going to do in this video, is start on the suspension, hopefully finish the suspension. Because once I know where everything goes on the suspension, then I'm going to worry about fiberglassing the body over top of this and making it structurally sound so that I can get into it. I've got an electric motor for the back wheel, so I'm not going to put a gas motor in. I do not want to drive this around the streets to like go to work, but I will for the YouTubes, for you guys. So yeah, let's figure this out. Belly pan, tickle, 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 tickle. Just kidding. This is the entire bottom of a Peel P50. Yes, my hair's chopped off. I want you to see the belly. So, I've been buying things. Lots of things. I have the all-important steering wheel. Some tires, which probably won't be the final, but they work really well. My favorite part is the teeny tiny little steering knuckle. Or not knuckle, it's the little steering, whatever it's called. I don't know. It's tiny and it's steering. It's adorable. Goes up here. I also have a very powerful little hub motor that is definitely smaller than I'm supposed to use, but it was in my price range, and I think it'll push me along pretty good. The best thing is that if I don't like it in the end, the hookup here is the same as the 10-inch wheel. So I also have the steering. These are the steering knuckles. That's the steering knuckle right there. But I'm going to have to shorten these arms because they're too big. Here's the steering column. So these are the big bushings. And they go here. Like I said, it's the wrong size, but I don't think it'll work for now. This guy right here will push me along. And then the cool thing is all it needs is a V built. And then this one actually lines up with that brake, so the brake cable goes there and it pulls on this. It doesn't take much to stop it, so that's how I'm doing brakes on this. I'm not gonna have front brakes. If I need them, I'll add them, but for now, I'm gonna try to get away without them because I'm not gonna be going 100 miles per hour. Take off your foot, hit the brake. Slow down a little bit.
Montage time! I'm giving a quick assembly to the front suspension, putting on the steering knuckle and kind of aligning the support there. In the end, this will make two triangles that'll kind of hold it all together, and you'll see that towards the end. Lots of math. Don't tell my math teacher. I noticed something recently on my videos. I put them out whenever I have something big to show, and I just build. I don't have big steps all the time. So I think going forward, I'm just gonna go ahead and put out videos like I mentioned, and hopefully you guys all like that. They won't all be montages, and sometimes they'll be short little videos, but I really want to get more content out, and from the looks of it, you guys want to see more content. So we're going to start putting out smaller videos that'll show a lot more stuff, more of the process. I made a big triangle arm that'll hold the back power motor, and it kind of all holds together pretty well. And the spritzer bottle was because when I welded around the little rubber parts, I didn't want to burn them to crazy bits. It already burned. It smelled like burned rubber as it was. The rack and pinion's really good. I actually didn't end up having to cut the bars after all, once I get everything in place. The wheels are a little bit wider in the front, but hey, it'll hold me up and hopefully get me down the road. Building this Peel P50 has actually been a lot of fun. 3D printed body parts, making it all fit together, building the frame around it. I downloaded a ton of photos of frames and body parts of Peel P50s to figure out how it all worked. There's no blueprint out there to just download and build your own. You can buy a kit from Europe, but they don't give you the instructions on how to build the frame that they sell you. They just tell you to bolt this on and go for it. This is actually the first time I ever fiberglass too. Watched a ton of videos on how to fiberglass over 3D prints, and now I'm in love with it. Should have been doing this for years. I've already got like 5 more projects that I've started printing that aren't just cars, but just super cool things that I can use my giant printer for and keep on building bigger things that go outside, statuesque stuff, garden stuff. A lot of fun. I itched for days after each one of these, no matter how much I tried, no matter how much I cleaned. I finally found out that if you use packing tape on your arms, it rips out all the little fibers. No matter what you did, you would always get fiberglass on you. And it was already like 80 degrees out every day, so I wasn't about to wear long sleeves and long pants. I'd overheat in a heartbeat. I ended up using polyester resin. Because I'm using PETG on the 3D print, polyester works really well. I've seen a lot of people online say that it's a perfect mix. It sticks perfectly. I could have gone epoxy. It probably would have stuck as well. But polyester resin, they say, really does work with PETG better. And PETG has a much better temperature swing. You can get it a little bit warmer, a little bit hotter. And since I'm fiberglassing over top of this, I don't want the center to go gooey if it's parked outside. Because, as I said earlier, I can't fit this back in my house. I did a chipped fiberglass on the first layer and then woven on the second for the whole thing. The bottom pan that you see here is chipped on the first layer inside and out and then woven inside and out, so it's 4 layers of fiberglass. And I could sit in it immediately as soon as it dried. It's tough. The rest of the body is chipped on the outside and then woven, and then the inside is only woven where I need to mount things. I'm just going to cover the rest of it in the actual resin. It doesn't need to really hold me. It's not a weight-bearing piece. I can't wait to get this thing on the road. Overall, it took me about 5 days to put the fiberglass and resin all over this thing. I got the whole body done by the time it was done. Once you fuse these two together, I could not fit it back through the door of my house. So I had to do this all outside, and then it sat in my garage while it dried. We had a bunch of really hot, sunny days, so I left it out there. Steven from Appleshed Garage came over to help, and then we put the body together. Lots more to do. Got to sand it, paint it, and put the frame back together. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, and get out in the garage and do something. Everything's compatible if you try hard enough.
Boopy! The battery's almost dead. Hang on.